Vandeyam Shri Guru Shri Yatha Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Rana Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishikam Vitamscha Om Ajnana Timarandasya Jnanajana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gaurava Bhistam Supurakam Guruganara Sesha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipanam Shri Rupa Patanugam Govindabhidam Ujwalam Bharatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Mande Vishwa Guruncha Divyat Bhagavad Prem Noi Bija Pradam Devam Divyatanum Suchandavaranam Balarka Chelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyam Buddhim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Varam Mandetam Shubharam Madeka Sharanam Nyashishvara Shidharam Banshakopatarubyas Chakripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavenibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahabaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're hearing from the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Prabhupada. This is Madhya-lila chapter 5, the activities of Sakshi-Gopal. Okay. Text number 1. Padbyam shalanya pratimas swarupo brahmanya devo I shatahagamyam desham yayo viprakrted bhuteham tam sakshi gopalam hamtan natosmi Padbyam shalanya pratimas swarupo brahmanya devo Ishataha gamyam desham yayo viprakrited bhuteham tam sakshi gopalam aham natosmi. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Lord Brahmanya Dev, who appeared as Sakshi Gopal to benefit a Brahmin. Walking on his own legs, he traveled for 100 days through the country. Thus his activities are wonderful. Okay. So this gives an indication that the Brahman walking with Sakshi-Gopal, the deity, from Vrindavan to Vidyanagar. In this case, Vidyanagar refers to in Andhra Pradesh, I believe it would be now. And took 100 days, little over 3 months walking to get there. That's a long distance. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaurabhakta Vrinda. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all glories to Sri Nityananda Prabhu, all glories to Sri Advaita Acharya, and all glories to all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chalite Chalite Aila Jajapura Gram Varaha Thakur Deki Korila Pranam. Walking and walking, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his party finally arrived at Yajapur on the river Vaitarani. There he saw the temple of Varahadev and offered his obeisances unto him. Nritya Gita Koila Premi Bahuta Stavan Yajapuri Seiratre Korila Japan. In the temple of Varahadev, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu engaged in chanting and dancing and offered prayers. He passed that night in the temple. Kata Keaila Sakshi Gopala Dekite Gopala Sondarya Deke Hoila Nandite. Afterwards, Mahaprabhu went to the town of Katak to see the temple of Sakshi-Gopal, or witness Gopal. When he saw the deity of Gopal, he was very much pleased by his beauty. So the deity was later moved to Cuttack, and we'll hear that after the description of the story of Sakshi-Gopal. But where he originally started from was in where I just said before, Primaveshe Nritya Gita Koila Katakan Avishta Hoila Gopala Stavan. While there, Mahaprabhu engaged in chanting and dancing for some time and being overwhelmed. He offered many prayers to Gopal. Se Ratri Tahan Rohe Bhaktagan Sange Gopalera Purvakata Shune Bahu Range. Vidyanagar is what I said before. That's where the Brahmins were originally staying, and that's where the deity went to, Vidyanagar. So now we go to Vidyanagar on the last day of the parikramas, but that's a different Vidyanagar. That's in Bengal. This Vidyanagar is now what would be considered, I believe, in Andhra Pradesh. Se Ratri Tahan Rohe Bhaktagan Sange Gopalera Purvakata Shunebahu Range. That night Mahaprabhu stayed in the temple of Gopal, and along with all the devotees he heard the narration of Sakshi-Gopal with great pleasure. Nityananda Gosai Jabe Tirtha Brahmila Sakshi-Gopal Tikibari Katakaila. Previously, when Nityananda Prabhu had toured all over India to see different places of pilgrimage, he also had come to see Sakshi-Gopal at Cuttack. Sakshi-Gopal Kata Shuni Lokamuke Se Kata Kahan Prabhu Shuni Ma Suke. At that time, Nityananda Prabhu had heard the story of Sakshi-Gopal from the townspeople. He now recited this again, and Mahaprabhu heard the narration with great pleasure. Purve Vidya Nagarer Duita Brahman Tirtha Koribare Duhe Korilagaman. Formerly at Vidyanagar in South India, there were two Brahmins who made a long tour to see different places of pilgrimage. Gaya Varanasi Prayag Sakala Korea Mathurate Aila Duhe Anandita Hoya. First of all, they visited Gaya, then Kashi, then Prayag. Finally, with great pleasure, they came to Mathura. So they went to Gaya, Kashi, then Prayag. They're from Vidyanagar, that's South India. That's where they were. Jana Jatrai Banadeki Deke Govardhan Dwarasha Banadeki Seshe Gela Vrindavan. After reaching Mathura, they started visiting the different forests of Vrindavan and came to Govardhan Hill. They visited all 12 forest vanas, and at last they came to the town of Vrindavan. Vrindavane Govindastani Mahadeva Loy Se Mandire Gopalera Mahase Seva Hoy. In the village of Panchakroshi Vrindavan, at the site where the Govinda temple is now situated, there was a great temple where gorgeous worship of Gopal was performed. Keshitirtha Kaliya Rida Dike Hoilasnan Sri Gopala Dekitahan Korila Vishram. After taking baths at different bathing places along the river Jamuna, such as Keshi Ghat and Kaliya Ghat, the pilgrimage visited the temple of Gopal. Afterwards, they took rest in that temple. So this is in Vrindavan. Gopala Sundarya Duhara Mano Nilahari Sukapana Rohita Handina Duichari. The beauty of the Gopal deity stole away their minds, and feeling great happiness, they remained there for 2 to 4 days. So now two persons are traveling. One is an old Brahmin, and the other is a young Brahmin. They're both from Vidyanagar in South India, and they're on pilgrimage. And the young Brahmin is accompanying the old Brahmin, and he's helping him while they travel. Dui vipra madhye ek vipra bridaprai Aravipra Juba Tara Korana Sahai. One of the two Brahmins was an old man and the other was young. The young man was assisting the old one. Chota Vipra Kori Sada Tahara Sevan Tahara Sevaya Viprer Tushtahoilaman. Indeed, the young Brahmin always rendered service to the older one, and the old man, being very satisfied with his service, was pleased with him. Vipraboli tuvi mora bahu seva koila vipraboli tumi mora bahu seva koila sahai haya more tirta koraila. The older man told the younger, "You have rendered various types of service to me. You have assisted me in traveling to all these places of pilgrimage. Putrera pitara aiche na kore sevan tomara prasad ami na pailama shram." Even my own son does not render such service. By your mercy, I did not become fatigued while on this tour. Kritagnata hoy tomai na koile saman ate eva tomayami diva kanyadan. If I did not show you any respect, I would be ungrateful. Therefore, I promise to give you my daughter in charity. Chota vipra koheshuna vipra mahashai asambhava kaha kene jay nahi hoy. The younger Brahmin replied, "My dear sir, please hear me. You are saying something very unusual. Such a thing never happens. Mahakulina tumi vidya Danadi pravina ami akulina ara dana vidyahina. You're a most aristocratic family man, well educated and very rich. I'm not at all aristocratic, and I am without a decent education and have no wealth." So the young Brahmin is very poor, and he says, "This is not proper that you will give me your daughter in charity, even though you're very satisfied with my service. It's not. This never happens because you're from a rich family and you're very educated. I'm illiterate, and I'm from a poor family. So these kind of marriages don't take place. So Kanyadana patrami na hoy tomar Krishna pritye kore tomar seva vyavahar." Sir, I am not a suitable bridegroom for your daughter. I render service to you only for the satisfaction of Krishna. Brahmanya sevaya Krishna priti bora hoy tahara santoshe bhakti sampat badai. Lord Krishna is very much pleased by service rendered to Brahmins, and when the Lord is pleased, the opulence of one's devotional service increases. In this regard, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur comments that the younger Brahmin rendered service to the older one with the purpose of pleasing the Lord. It was not a matter of pleasing Krishna. It was not a matter of ordinary worldly dealings. Krishna is pleased when a Vaishnava is rendered service. Because the younger Brahmin served the older one, Lord Gopal agreed to become a witness to the marriage negotiation in order to maintain the prestige of both devotees. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would certainly not have liked to hear about marital dealings unless such dealings were exchanged between two Vaishnavas. Marriage arrangements and ceremonies belong to ordinary material karma kanda sections of the scriptures. The Vaishnavas, however, are not interested in any kind of karma kanda dealings. Srila Narottam Das Thakur says, "Karma kanda, jnana kanda, kevala vishera bandha." For a Vaishnava, the Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda sections of the Vedas are unnecessary. Indeed, a real Vaishnava takes these sections as a poison pot, Vishera Bandha. Sometimes we take part in marriage ceremonies for our disciples, but this does not mean that we are interested in Karma Kanda activities. Sometimes, not knowing the Vaishnava philosophy, an outsider criticizes such activity, maintaining that a sannyasi should not take part in a marriage ceremony between a young boy and a young girl. However, this is not a karma kanda activity because our purpose is to spread the Krishna conscious movement. We are giving all facility to the general populace to take to Krishna consciousness, and in order to fix the devotees in concentration on the service of the Lord, marriage is sometimes allowed. We have experienced that such married couples actually render very important service to the mission. Therefore, one should not misunderstand when a sannyasi takes part in a marriage ceremony. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu took great pleasure in hearing about the marriage ceremony between the young Brahmin and the daughter of the elderly Brahmin. So this is the story, in the story context of the story of Sakshi-Gopal, that the younger Brahmin is serving the older Brahmin. The older Brahmin is rich and from an aristocratic family, and he wants to offer his daughter to the young Brahmin as showing his appreciation for the service of the young Brahmin. The young Brahmin, of course, says, I do this for the satisfaction of Krishna. So, but still the older Brahmin feels that he has to reciprocate. So this is the idea. Bora vipra kohe tumi na kora samshay. Bora vipra kohe tumi na kora samshay. Tomake kanya dibami korila nisjoy. The older Brahmin replied, my dear boy, do not doubt me. I will give you my daughter in charity. I have already decided this. Chota vipra bole tomar striputra sab. Bahu gyati goshti tomar bahuta bandav. The young Brahmin said, you have a wife and sons, and you have a large circle of relatives and friends. Tasabara samate vina nahi kanyadan rukminira pita bishmaka tahate praman. Without the consent of all your friends and relatives, it is not possible to give me your daughter in charity. Just consider the story of Queen Rukmini and her father Bhishmaka. Bhishmakara icha Krishna kanya samarpite putrera virode kanya narila arpite. King Bhishmak wanted to give his daughter Rukmini in charity to Krishna, but Rukmi, his eldest son, objected. Therefore, he could not carry out his decision. Bora vipra kohe kanya mora nijadan dite nishedi be konjan. Elderly Brahmin said, my daughter is my own property. If I choose to give my property to someone, who has the power to stop me? So the young Brahmin refers to the story of Rukmini. She's the daughter of the king Bhishmaka, and he wants to give his daughter to Krishna, but Rukmini's older brother, Rukmi, very much objected, and he wanted Rukmini to be married to Shishupal. But Rukmini wrote a letter to Krishna and invited Krishna to kidnap her, which Krishna did. He left the battlefield where he's fighting the 18th time with Jarasandha, and he went and kidnapped Rukmini before she could be married. So the elderly Brahmin said, my daughter is my own property. If I choose to give my property to someone, who has the power to stop me? Bora vipra kohe kanya mora nijadanan dite nishedi be konjan tomake kanya diba sabake kori niraskar samshayna kora tumi koraha squikar. My dear boy, I will give my daughter to you in charity, and I will neglect the position of all others. Don't doubt me in this regard, just accept my proposal. So the elder Brahmin says, I don't care about my relatives, I want to do this. So I don't doubt that I will do this. Now, so the young Brahmin does anticipate that there will be objections and some problems. So this is where the story gets very interesting. Chota vipra kohe jadi kanya dite man gopalera age koha e satyabachan. The younger Brahmin replied, if you haven't decided to give your young daughter to me, then say so before the Gopal deity. Gopalera age vipra kohite lagila tumijan nijaganya tariyami dila. Coming before Gopal, the elderly Brahmin said, my dear Lord, please witness that I have given my daughter to this boy. Chotavipra Boli Thakur, Tumi Mora Sakshi, Toma Saki Bolaimu Jadi Anyata Dekid. Then the younger Brahman addressed the deity, saying, "My dear Lord, you are my witness. I shall call for you to testify if it is necessary later on." So, Sakshi-Gopal means the witness Gopal. Eta bole dui jane chalila deshere guru budye chota vipra bahu seva kore. After these talks, the two Brahmins started for home. As usual, the young Brahmin accompanied the elderly Brahmin as if the older Brahmin were a guru, spiritual master, and rendered him service in various ways. Deshe yashi dui jane gela nijagare katadine bora vipra chintita antare. After returning to Vidyanagar, each Brahmin went to his respective home. After some time, the elderly Brahmin became very anxious. Tirte vipre bhakya dilun kemote satyahoy Sriputra gyati bandhu janivenis choy. He began to think, I have given my word to a Brahmin in a holy place, and what I promised will certainly come to pass. I must now disclose this to my wife, sons, and other relatives and friends. Ekdin nijalok ekatra korila tasabar agesab britanta kohiba. Thus one day the elderly Brahmin called for a meeting of all his relatives and friends, and before them all he narrated what had taken place in front of Gopal. Shunisab goshtitara kore hahakar aishebat muke tumina anibe ar. When those who belonged to the family circle heard the narration of the old Brahmin, they made exclamations showing their disappointment. They all requested that he not make such a proposal again. So they were very disturbed, and they expressed great disappointment in the elder Brahmin. Nichi kanya dile kula jaibika nash shuniya sakalak lok koribe upahas. They unanimously agreed, if you offer your daughter to a lesser family or to a degraded family, your aristocracy will be lost. When people hear of this, they will make jokes and laugh at you. So they're saying, if you offer your daughter to a boy from a poor family, people will just make jokes and criticize you. Vipraboli tirtabhakya kemone koriyan jayhauk sehauk ami diva kanyadan. The elderly Brahmin said, how can I undo the promise I made in a holy place while on pilgrimage? Whatever may happen, I must give my daughter in charity. Gyati lo kohe mora tomake chadiba striputra kohe visha kaya mariba. The relatives unanimously said, if you give your daughter to that boy, we shall give up all connection with you. Indeed, his wife and sons declared, if such a thing happens, we will take poison and die. Vipraboli saki bolaya koribe kanyai jiti kanya labi mora vyarta dharma hoy. The elderly Brahmin said, if I do not give my daughter to the young Brahmin, he will call Sri Gopalji as a witness. Thus he will take my daughter by force, and in that case, my religious principles will become meaningless. Putrabole pratima saki seho duradeshe ketomara saki dibe chinda korakishe. His son replied, the deity may be a witness, but he is in a distant country. He's in a distant place. Vrindavan's far from here. The son replied, the deity may be a witness, but he is in a distant country. How can he come to bear witness against you? Why are you so anxious about this? Nahi kohe na kohia e mitya bachan sabe kohive mora kichu nahi kasmaran. You do not have to flatly deny that you spoke such a thing. There is no need to make a false statement. Simply say that you do not remember what you said. So sometimes we would see that with politicians. If they are asked something, they say, "Oh, I don't remember." So the son of the older Brahmin says, well, you don't have to lie. You don't have to say that you didn't say this. You just say, I don't remember. Tumi jadi ko ame kichuina jani tabe ame nyaya kori brahmanere jini. If you simply say, I do not remember, I shall take care of the rest. By argument, I shall defeat the young Brahmin. Eta shuni vipra chintita hoilaman ekanta babe chinte vipra gopala charan. When the elderly Brahmin heard this, his mind became very much disturbed. Feeling helpless, he simply turned his attention to the lotus feet of Gopal. Mora dharma rakapai na more nijajan dui raka kora Gopal loinu sharan. The elderly Brahmin prayed, my dear Lord Gopal, I have taken shelter of your lotus feet, and therefore I request you to please protect my religious principles from disturbance and at the same time save my kinsman from dying. Imata vipra chinte chintite lagila. Mata vipra chite chintite lagila. Aradina lagu vipra taragarayaila. The next day, the elderly Brahmin was thinking deeply about this matter when the young Brahmin came to his house. Aishina parama bhakye namaskara kori vinoi korinya kohe koradui judi. The young Brahmin came to him and offered respectful obeisances. Then very humbly folding his hands, he spoke as follows. To me, more kanya dite, koryacha angikar, ebeg, kichu nahi kohai, ki tomara bichar. You have promised to give your daughter in charity to me. Now you do not say anything. What is your conclusion? Eta shuni se vipro rohe monadari, Taraputra marite aila hate tega kori. After the young Brahmin submitted this statement, the elderly Brahmin remained silent. Taking this opportunity, his son immediately came out with a stick to strike the younger man, to strike the younger Brahmin. Ara adama mura Bagni chaha virahite vamana hoya chanda jena chaha tadarite. The son said, oh, you are most degraded. You want to marry my sister just like a dwarf who wants to catch the moon. Tena deki se vipra polanya gela aradin gramera lok ikatra korila. Seeing a stick in the hand of the son, the younger Brahmin fled. The next day, however, he gathered together all the people of the village. Sablok boravipre dakiya anila tabese lagu vipra koyide lagila. All the people of the village then called for the elderly Brahmin and brought him to their meeting place. The young Brahmin then began to speak before them as follows. Iha more kanya dite Karyache angikar evejena dena pucha ihara vyavahar. This gentleman has promised to hand over his daughter to me, yet now he does not follow his promise. Please ask him about his behavior. Tavise viprere puchila sarvajan kanyakenina deho jadi diacha bachan. All the people gathered there asked the elderly Brahmin, if you have already promised to give him your daughter in charity, why are you not fulfilling your promise? You have given your word of honor. Vipra kohe shunalok mora nivedan kabe ki boli jache mora nahika smaran. The elderly Brahmin said, my dear friends, please hear what I have to submit. I do not exactly remember making a promise like that. Eta shunitara putra bhakya Chala paya pragaubhya hoya kohe samuke asinya. When the elderly Brahmin's son heard this, he took the opportunity to juggle some words. Becoming very impudent, he stood before the assembly and spoke as follows. Tirtha jatrai pitar sange shila bahudan danadeki edushtera loite hoilaman. While touring various holy places of pilgrimage, my father carried much money. Seeing the money, this rogue decided to take it away. Arakeho sanginahi e sange ekal dutara kal jana bape korila bagal. There was no one besides this man with my father. Giving him an intoxicant known as dutara to eat, this rogue made my father mad. Sabdana loya kohe chore loyladan kanyadite chahijache utailabachan. Having taken all my father's money, this rogue claimed that it was taken by some thief. Now he is claiming that my father has promised to give him his daughter in charity. Tomara sakala lokora vichare morapitar kanyadite jogyakitare. All of you assembled here are gentlemen. Please judge whether it is befitting to offer this poor Brahmin my father's daughter. Idashuni lokaramani hoila samshai sambhave danalobe lok charidharmabai. Hearing all these statements, all the people gathered there became a little doubtful. They thought it quite possible that because of attraction for riches, one might give up his religious principles. Tabe chota vipra kohe shuna mahajan nyaya janibare kohe asatyavachan. At that time the young Brahmin said, my dear gentlemen, please hear, just to gain victory in an argument, this man is lying. E vipra mora sevai tushta jabe hoila toriyami kanyadiva apane kohila. Being very satisfied with my service, this Brahmin said to me of his own accord, I promise to hand over my daughter to you. Tabe muini shedinu shinadwijabar tomara kanyara jogya nahe muibar. At that time, I forbade him to do this, telling him, O best of the Brahmins, I am not a fit husband for your daughter. Kahantumi pandit dani parama kulina kahanmui daridra murka nichakulahina. Whereas you were a learned scholar, a rich man belonging to an aristocratic family, I am a poor man, uneducated and with no claim to aristocracy. Tabu e vipramore kabe bar tore kanya dilun tumi koraha swikar. Still this Brahmin insisted. Again and again he asked me to accept this proposal, saying, I have given you my daughter, please accept her. Tabiyame kohilan shuna mahamati tomarastri putra gyatir nahabe samati. I then said, please hear, you are a learned Brahmin, your wife, friends, and relatives will never agree to this proposal. Kanyadite narive habe asatyavachan punarapi kohe vipra korea jatan. My dear sir, you will not be able to fulfill your promise. Your promise will be broken. Yet again and again the Brahmin emphasized his promise. Kanyatori dilun dvida na korea chite atmakanya diba keba parinishedite. I have offered you my daughter, do not hesitate. She is my daughter and I shall give her to you. Who can forbid me? Tabiyami kohilan dhurra koriman gopalera age koha e satyavachan. At that time I concentrated my mind and requested the Brahmin to make the promise before the Gopal deity. Tabe iho gopalera agete kohila tumijana e vipre kanya amidila. Then the gentleman said in front of the Gopal deity, my dear Lord, please bear witness. I have offered my daughter to this Brahmin in charity. Tabiyami gopalere sake korinya kohilon tarapare minate korinya. Accepting the Gopal deity as my witness, I then submitted the following at his lotus feet. Jadi e vipramore nadibe kanyadan sake bolaimu tomai how Sabadan. If this Brahmin later hesitates to give me his daughter, my dear Lord, I shall call on you as a witness. Please note this with care and attention. E Bhakti Sake Mora Ache Mahajan Jara Bhakti Satya Kore Mane Tribhuvan. Thus I have called upon a great personality in this transaction. I have asked the Supreme Lord to be my witness. The entire world accepts the words of Krishna, the Supreme Lord. Although the young Brahmin described himself as having no claims to aristocracy and being an uneducated common man, still he had one good qualification. He believed that the Supreme Personality of Godhead was the topmost authority. He accepted the words of Lord Krishna without hesitation. And he had firm faith in the Lord's consistency. So, Tabi Bora Vipra Kohe E Satya Kata Gopal Jadi Sakidena Apane Ashayeta Tabi Kanya Divame Janiya Nischoy Daraputra Kohe E Balo Bata Hoy. Taking this opportunity, the elderly Brahmin immediately confirmed that this was really true. He said, if Gopal personally comes here to serve as a witness, I shall surely give my daughter to the young Brahmin. The elderly Brahmin's son immediately confirmed this, saying, yes, this is a very nice settlement. As the Supersoul within the heart of all living entities, Krishna knows everyone's desire, everyone's request, and everyone's prayer. Although all these may be contradictory, the Lord has to create a situation in which everyone will be pleased. This is an instance of a marriage negotiation between an elderly Brahmin and a youthful one. The elderly Brahmin was certainly willing to give his daughter in charity to the young Brahmin, but his son and relatives became impediments to this transaction. The elderly Brahmin considered how to get out of this situation and still offer his daughter to the young Brahmin. His son, an atheist and a very cunning fellow, was thinking of how to stop the marriage. The father and son were thinking in a contradictory way. Yet Krishna created a situation wherein they both agreed that if the Gopal deity would come and serve as a witness, the daughter would be given to the young Brahmin. Bora Vipra Mani Krishna Bora Doyaban Avasha Mora Bhakyateho Koribe Praman. The elderly Brahmin thought, since Lord Krishna is very merciful, he will certainly come to prove my statement. Putrera Mani Pratimana Ashibe Saki Dite Ebudye Duijan Hoila Samate. The atheistic son thought it is not possible for Gopal to come and bear witness. Thinking thus, the father and son agreed. Chota Vipra Bole Patra Koraha Likan Pune Jaina Nahichali E Sabachan. The young Brahmin took the opportunity to speak. Please write this down on paper in black and white so that you may not again change your word of honor. Tabi Sab Lok Meli. So put it in writing. I want this put in writing. Tabi Sab Lok Meli Patra Ta Likila Duhara Samate Loya Madhyashta Rakila. All the assembled people got this statement down in black and white, and taking the signatures of agreement from both of them served as the mediators. Tabi Chota Vipra Kohe Shuna Sarvajan E Vipra Satyabhakya Dharma Parajan. The young Brahmin then said, will all you gentlemen present please hear me? This elderly Brahmin is certainly truthful and is following religious principles. Swabhakya Charite Ihar Nahi Kabuman Swajana Mrityubaye Kohe Asatya Vachan. He had no desire to break his promise, but fearing that his kinsman would commit suicide, he deviated from the truth. Ihara Punye Krishnayane Saki Bolaiba Tabi E Viprer Satya Pratigya Rahiba. By the piety of the elderly Brahmin, I shall call the Supreme Personality of Godhead as a witness. Thus I shall keep his truthful promise intact. Etashuni nastika lok upahasa kore kehoboli ishwara doyalu asiteha pare. Hearing the emphatic statement of the younger Brahmins, some atheists in the meeting began to cut jokes. However, someone else said, after all, the Lord is merciful, and if he likes, he can come. Davise Chota Vipra Gela Brindavan Dandavat Kore Kohe Sab Vivaran. After the meeting, the young Brahmin started for Vrindavan. Upon arriving there, he first offered his respectful obeisances to the deity and then narrated everything in full detail. So we'll continue at this place tomorrow with the story of the activities of Sakshi-Gopal. All right. Hari will sing now. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jaravaya Nama. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jaravaya Nama. Jaravaya Maravaya Keshavaya Nama. Jaravaya Maravaya Keshavaya Nama. Gopal Govinda Ram Shimari Suram. Gopal Govinda Ram Shimari Suram. Giridhari Gopinatha Maranama. Giridhari Gopinatha Maranama. Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra. Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra. Janardan Seva Sari Gora Bhakta Vinna. Saraswat. Sarvika Giridhari Ju Ki Jai. Jayom Vishnupad Paramahansa Parabhajaka Charyashtatara Sadashi Shimad Shila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jayom Vishnupad Paramahansa Parabhajaka Charya Ashtatara Sadashi Shimad Shila Bhakti Rakakshira Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Shila Bhakti Sunanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jayom Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jayom Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jayom Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Namachari Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Premsigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavad Ki Jai. Narottam Srinivas Shyamananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Jayom Vishnupad Vishvavarenya Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Navadip Dham Ki Jai. Shri Ram Mayapur Ki Jai. Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Saparshada Shri Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Shri Kuladvip Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Soquel Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram Ki Jai. Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopi Govardhan Shyam Kunda Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Jewel Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo.
Bhakti Pavan Janardan Maharaj Ki Jai.